jwale di fihlile tsa Free State ntate ha jwale di fihlile ntate ya jwale di fihlile tsa Free State ntate o tlo kwala ba tlo betsana fatshe le tlo thothomela ba utlwa bohloko ba tshwile re tsebe ba tshwile re dilo re ba fa di motivation ntate so le jwalo ke tsa Free State ngwaneso ka se diqeti talente e ngata monna molo.
The following program contains strong language and discussions. The views and opinions expressed on this podcast and comments on this channel do not reflect or represent the views of this channel.
When days are dark, you don't have to worry. Chohiwa Farms brings you livestock funeral cover. At Chohiwa Farms, we understand the importance of honoring loved ones and supporting families during difficult times. Our livestock funeral cover package blend cultural tradition with practical assistance, offering livestock and groceries to help families host dignified funerals without financial strain. Our packages ranges from option 1 to option 4 for as little as 60 Rand up to 430 Rand. It is fast, reliable, respectful. For more details, contact us at 063 913 9197 or you can email us at admin@chehiwa.com. Honoring tradition, supporting families.
All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And we are back with it again. Thank you for waiting. And we are still here with Swaggerlegrind.
Yes sir.
Swaggerlegrind. Grind.
So you were telling us like people mistake that word.
Yeah, they used to mispronounce the
Mispronounce
name.
it, yeah.
Which one was like, you didn't wanna make an example, this MC, this other event, other day. Okay, it's like, it was my time to perform. When you want to be there, like, without introducing me on stage, it's like, okay, what's your name? Yeah, you Swaggerlegrind. Okay, Swaggerlegrind. Okay. After a few minutes, seconds, she came back again for, hey, what kind of video, man? Swaggerlegrind. So at that point, I'm like, oh, geez, my name is really hard to pronounce, but I'm like, yo, it's Swaggerlegrind.
Yeah.
You know how to spell swag, SWAGGERLEGRIND. You see, it has like two parts, two sides of the name.
So let's dive into it.
I think it's just saying it way too fast. It's like Swaggerlegrind.
Swaggerlegrind. Tell us now, Swaggerlegrind. When did you start your career, like your music? Like, how did you come about? Okay, or we can start from the beginning. Like, who's Swaggerlegrind? Yeah.
Okay, Swaggerlegrind came a long way.
Yeah.
That's how I see myself.
Tell us about you.
Like the name itself says it all. Swaggerlegrind. I said I hustle with swag. I hustle swag, the grind. The grind is hustling. When I say I'm grinding, I'm saying that I'm hustling. So that's how the name came out, which is like the reflection of my real life. You know, like if ever I look at my background, my story, I've been hustling the whole time.
Tell us about it.
Yeah.
Who are you?
I started primary school. That's what like I started with. We're doing, my dancing, hip hop dancing. Those back days, then those cramping days. Those days. That's why
The dome.
That was even way after later on. Started in primary. I think I was in primary in what was the year? Jeez. What was the year? I think like 2012. No, not 2012. Okay. 2010. I was in grade 7. 2010.
Mm-hmm.
So it started in 2019. 2010 was FIFA World Cup, right?
Yeah.
That's where it started. I was in grade 8. I was in grade 8, going to high school. But before the name Swaggerlegrind, the Swaggerlegrind is a new me. It's like it's more grown me of an artist and the human me, because like my AK, I don't give myself AKAs that they don't have meaning, towards my life or the person I am. Before in primary, when I went to high school, I was the kiddie. you know, I was be like, hey, I'm a rapper, I'm still young, you know, I'm still trying to get my dreams. I'm just kidding. Everything I'm doing, you know, either it's big or something, I'll be like, yo, I'm just kidding. I'm just doing this for fun, you know. That's how the name came, the Kiddie, you know. But later on, when life keeps going, while I was in high school, you know, in grade 10, grade 10 or 9, between 10 and 9, that's where the name K Flow came.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
in my mind, I was like, I left the Kiri, the guy that Kiri, I left him. I'm no longer dead. I've evolved. So I was approaching K Flow in a way of, I'm a dope artist now. I know myself now. I'm no longer still
Okay.
trying to figure out
Sorry, who's
myself.
K Flow at this
K
point?
Flow
Yeah.
is still me. It's
Oh,
me.
you K Flow.
Yeah. I'm just trying to tell you or explain to you how this
The transition.
the evolution.
Yeah.
The grind. The grind started in primary as the kid, and high school as K Flow. K Flow was approaching for, okay, I know myself now. I'm no longer the kid. You know, I know my flows. I'm good. I'm a good rapper. You know, I can flow. I have killer flows. You know.
Yeah.
It was like, and I'll drop hits. My first song as K Flow was MARTC, Maliza Rolling the Coach. I did it with Diblo. I don't know if you know Diblo RSA. Diblo. Yeah, we
Yeah.
used to work with them with Spoja.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
those
Okay.
knows me, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like a record label, Yamajita with Diblo. So they signed us, you know, they signed us to actually work. We're actually working together. At the end of the day, it was no longer a part of who been signed to, was us, you know, working together with the same vision, you see. So K Flow had a hit. MRTC, Malisa Rolling the Coach. That was K Flow back there, still in high school. So I was like, Malisa Rolling the Coach, you know, it was about the lifestyle, the street lifestyle, you know, people smoking weed. That was the deep days. Back then, I used to smoke a lot of weed, you know. So that affected my music, you know, titles, interpretation of my music, you know, when I record or when I conceptualize my music. That was K Flow. Then grade 10, I lost my father. You know, grade 10, I'm half Zimbabwean and Soto. My father's from Zimbabwe and my mother is like a South African. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So like
R.I.P. to him.
my father was a Zamazama. You know Zamazamas, right? He take risks, bro. Like my father would take risks every day. Every day he's a risk taker. He goes to where he's not supposed to do it, or he look up and getting money or something like that, just to, you know, support me. I was still in high school before he passed
Where were
away.
you born?
I was born in Welcome,
Yeah.
Bongani Hospital. Yeah, I was born in Welcome, born and bred here.
Oh, in Belcom.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm actually a vet. Yeah,
Okay,
in
yeah, I think
Welcome.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's why, you know, it's like a home ground advantage to me, because most of people know me. Like they will mama hot money, they actually know me personally, my personal life. So like K Flow was still in high school, you know, it was still about my raps, my music, not having fully vision of where I want to go with this music thingy. You see, I was just hoping having a hit, you know, blowing up, this and that. Thought it was easy, kind of, but it's still a process. So like after my father passed away, grade 10, you know, I started evolving more. A year later, after my stepmother chased me from the house where I was staying with them, me and my father. You know how stepmothers be sometimes, you know. Like after I lost my father, then he started to treating me differently, then bringing friends in the house, you see, then chasing me, you know.
Yeah.
So I started hustling at that time. I started grinding. That's where the grind came. And the grind was so real. The grind, that's why I'm still struggling to grind today. You know, because that time I took a decision and made it approve and put a stamp on it that I'm gonna be this guy. This is how I'm gonna move. This is how I'm gonna do things in life. And this is how I'm going to be a go-getter in life. And I became a go-getter in everything. You know, even though, you know, life is full of obstacles and all that code. You know, you can't just reach everything way back and just, you know. So after I left Creighton, my stepmother chased me. That's where the grind came. Where like I told myself I'm hustling to do me. You know, I started job hunting. You know, I even had a song, but that one was never released. I'm the only nigga need job. You know, I was telling myself, I'm the only nigga need job. You know, so I can go, so I can save. Then I'll go to that Joe's. I was like, in my mind or something.
Yeah.
So I'm the
I was even
only
bumping my head,
so I
like-
can save, then I go to that Joe's. That was the hook of that song, you know, which was being influenced of what I was doing at that time, you know. I was looking for a job, you know, so I can be stable in life, you know. Maybe if I get a job, I can go to Joburg, you know. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to go there, maybe, you know, tell everybody I'm a rapper, maybe, you know, try and get a spot in City FM, maybe I tell them my story, you know. I don't have both parents, this and this, I got changed, you know, and but I need a job to do that, you know. So the job came, you know, after a while though. The job came, I got a job, you know, started working at the mall, Studio Tate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was working there, Studio Tate, you know, giving people a drip.
Yeah.
Clothes, you know, before like sports scene started hiring. You see how sports scene is hiring lately. Everybody's getting a job at sports scene.
Yeah.
You know.
And then back in the day,
Back then it was
used to be
scarce,
scarce.
bro.
Like,
Even, I know even where I was working at Studio Tate, you have to wait for December time and become a casual. After being a casual,
Yes.
January maybe they will consider you as a permanent worker. That's how I even got in because of, you know, I had a story while I was still there. You know, most of the brothers, they get to know my story for, hey, the little boy is hustling and he's traveling, you know. They were like, don't stress, man. We should get a permanent job January. That was like maybe, I think it was 2017 where I started. You see, after 2012, I lost my father when we left Kasi. I was staying in Kasi,
Okay.
I was staying down in Park again. Decided I have a family in Sendelina, that's why I stay. That's why I stay right now. But the house got burned, you know, Ilacha, the house, for real. I even posted it sometimes with my Facebook, you know, telling people I don't have a home, I need help, this and that. But later I deleted that post, you know, some of my friends, well, I get to do that, and into Kakahidas, you know, so
Thank you.
Who's the friend?
It's Gaga,
Shout out.
Shout out.
Yeah. So it's like, bro, shit, a nigga can live like this because the pictures are posted that way and it's just not okay, you know. Don't shit look at you like, hey, exactly. Because most of the people went to London and like, so like, bro, you can't live like that, bro. But the house burned. I was just trying to get to that point where I have a family, Moka Sendelina, where I'm staying, and I was staying before Kasida and Baka with my stepmother and my father. When my stepmother chased me, then after that hustle, got a job, decided to come stay in town, started renting myself, and to that corner 2018, I think a year later, or I think it was same year I got that job there, which I started renting myself because of that house rent. It's like where I'm staying now. The house that I say rent, it was like my aunt's house.
Oh, yeah.
So like when I came back from Kasi put down Megidada, then I got a job. Uh, that day I was from work. My man sent me a picture for, hey, Swag, I'm gonna call my shade, bro. I'm like, damn, bro, are you serious? I was still at work, which just like change like that. Let me go share a message. I can change that. I'm Zara for real. Once send this message, you know, I could go send the picture and when I change damn, okay.
Do you know what happened? If you don't mind sharing.
Actually, I don't know, bro. You know, like I don't know. Nobody knows. But you know how black people are, bro. We have our own beliefs. So or something. Or there was like an electricity trip. Or going to actually my whole family. About my aunt and my little brother.
But at that day, like, there was no one.
At that day, my little brother was inside the house. Which
Did he survive?
he survived, yeah, he survived. It's like he's the one, like, I took meeting all his fire and managed to get out. But unfortunately, Kalasa only left few rooms that can get in. That's why we stay in Luchi and Karato now.
At least you guys have your lives.
Yeah,
And you have a place to
you know what happened that day? My matric certificate didn't ban. My ID didn't ban. I found them just white because of Negidbea somewhere, like, there was a bag in my document and other important stuff. Even the microphone, what is happening in the studio got burned. Remember? You see somebody, you know, then We used to record album and then come for the mic at that time. He was still not busy with music. Now I was still busy. I was still hustling the grind. Since I told myself, I'm still the grind. I'm gonna be grinding my whole life, getting my life straight. I was starting music.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
so I was still getting jobs, making sure I record my music, drop my music. So unfortunately, my choose cello now during that day.
Into grind.
Take the grind.
Yeah.
He was still not. He was not mad at me. He's a good friend. He's not mad. He understood the situation.
I love
Even
that.
now, like he never told me for him on Kolota in couple the microphone since so chabo. So it was actually a difficult time then I'm going.
Yeah.
So I would say for it, that was Swaggerlegrind. He was still hustling. But unfortunately I left Studio Take later on. I even got arrested when I left the job. There was a case,
Yeah.
Yeah, well, let's not
Yeah, let's
go into detail with that one. Like,
just want to
yeah, but it, yeah.
Like you can have another session.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I'll do the interview and tell us more about it.
Yeah.
So Swaggerlegrind comes from a painful,
Yes,
hardships, and it means a lot to choose this name.
The name
Yeah.
itself, bro, for sure, it means a lot.
It has a story to tell.
It has a story to tell itself. I will never change that name.
Yeah.
I don't know. Even if I tried sometimes, get Tawi, imagine, and Jamie changing the name, it doesn't make sense. I'm Swaggerlegrind,
Yeah.
I'm Swag. I hustle with Swag. Look at Zoom, Bambita Swag, I Swag, this and that and that. Swag came, Gabumana, because I did debut. Remember, we used to dress for my main skate,
Yeah.
the niggas who dress main skate, without confidently so. So I'm like, I'm swag, bro, because I like swag, I like the look. You never tell, like, you swear to God, I'm always okay or whatever, even if I'm going through a hell of time.
Yeah.
You swear to God, I'm because of the way I present myself, bro.
Good.
That's swag.
100%.
100%.
I love your spirit, I must say. I love your spirit of not giving up, eh? Yeah. No, keep it up, bro. Keep it up. Keep it
So
up.
now tell me, how like is it only you, couple?
Yeah, on the side
You have
of my
siblings,
father, it's just me, but my mom and in fact, I have little brothers. They too, their parents, their mother are the same, our sisters.
Okay.
So that's how I have brothers. They too, how we're the only ones that remain within our family. You see. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to get into it. Music, I know it's very hard, ne?
Yeah.
Like it's harder, and support structure, it's very important. But as you told us, like, your stepmom, it's not out the work and all of that. How did you like overcome it? Like, and support structure, how important is it to you? Or what does it mean to you?
No, it just taught me already, just in life, man. Like, I would need to stand up myself no matter what it takes. That really gets into what's my own. I didn't take my pops there. I knew my pops was a Zimbabwean. He didn't have an ID, he was using a passport wobble. So, like, I can't be fighting with my like stand this, or hey, you can't be chasing more. Type of wobble. So, I think talking about those things, kind of for you just need to man up and chase your dreams. You have dreams, you have things to do. She just told me that, give me a vision now, just move, win, make sure you win in life. Learn so you can be straight, if it's about the house, you get your own house. If it's about whatever couches, you get yours. So, instead of fighting for battles, you can't, they are not worth your fighting, Some battles in life, I think you just leave them to God. Without you touching them, you focusing on your life, and that's how you make it out.
I love it, man. And the person you always looked up to, who made you you know what, one day, music in and get into who's your. But I know, like, you always have someone that you look up to.
Of course.
Those T.I., Lil Wayne.
I always looked up to Lil Wayne, Weezy.
money,
Young Money, baby.
Yeah.
In high school, all my
Cool, yeah.
even though like when I'm 10 years or 7 years later after high school, I know whoever I'm gonna meet when I start thinking about it, hey, Weezy, oh, I know it's from my
Learning to you.
my school. So I was in Zara in high school, Weezy. I was looking up to Lil Wayne like crazy. You know, I just get loud, not like it is so new, you know. It goes to my mind.
Yeah.
Money, bro. We doing that.
Yeah, I remember the synoptic. Yes,
But
the
So I think of Velcro more and that's the way, the liberty days.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna always say like that, like a presidency, bro.
So speaking of that, music, wow, what type of music do you?
Which one I do hip hop, straight up hip hop.
Underground couple
I'm
commercial.
a versatile artist.
Okay.
I'm a versatile artist. I can go rap, I can go trap soul, I can go trap. But in those cases, I'm always on trap. But unless I wanna tell more of my story, then I'll touch rap.
I have a question. You know, music evolves all the time, right? And there's always a touch of something.
Yeah.
How are you? Like, are you consistent with your rap music, or if in a Bryson Taylor type of?
Lena, are you evolve?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see I evolve, bro. Actually, I can see I evolve.
Okay, all right.
Over the days of auto-tune, Lena,
Yeah.
I was like, well, now I've evolved so many times in my hip hop artistry, you know. I've evolved so many times that then I've realized, hey, okay, but it's still worth it. Because I was saying I was looking up to Lil Wayne, being influenced by them. But years later, while I was still at the mall, I got more influenced by Driver Scott, you know. I'll bump me, I'm Zala, I'm all over my security, be like, hey, my name, are you making noise? You know. But that was like the mindset and the energy I was like projecting, or you know, at that time. That's why I say music evolves, you know.
Yeah, and you were also trying to evolve with it. Yeah.
Also trying to evolve with the energy that brought by the music at that time.
So tell me, like, as an artist, and Kitlo Botelo and plus you're an artist manager, like, what are the struggles that you go through? And I mean, I get struggles. It's like things mamadi, and for you as an artist, like, what is it like? But I also about Tora as an artist for that they can make a big breakthrough. Yeah, boy. What do you think they always make a mistake?
Okay, so artist management is something that I've, how can I say this? Not recently, but it's something that I've been studying. And in Turkey, it's not regulated to a point. Okay, a 9 to 5, there's regulations for a 9 to 5. Okay, if you need assistance with HR matters, if you need assistance with financial matters and all that stuff, you know, okay, 8 to 5, if Kiaspana, I know I go to labor, I go to, you know, there's avenues.
Yeah.
But for artists, on the other hand, wapanda, like, it's unpredictable. You can also at the same time like south for you. So for me, in terms of my artist management journey, is to ensure the safety of the artist and the people that we engage with. You understand? To make sure both parties bash up, because we know about this. So DJs have complained about event organizers paying them bare minimums and all that stuff. So these are the things that actually happen. And remember, artists and DJs, people in the creative industry are not protected or safeguarded. No,
Yeah.
I mean, even DJ Fresh at some point addressed it. A lot of DJs, they've addressed
true.
this issue. So for me, artist management is ensuring the artist o sharp. It's kaban tshwana go sign ya sana nix. And
like with rappers, like
yeah.
what's your take on like rappers? Like, do you think like Luana they should switch it up and go for my piano is like we see like couple like for Swaggerlegrind?
Not
He could still make it in the best.
he can.
Yeah.
If he has somebody that manages his craft as he is, you understand? You need somebody that understands your craft and who you are as an individual, as an artist, and what you are bringing out there to the viewers, the listeners, and everybody. So if you understand Horena, Swaggerlegrind, or Shapo, hip hop, so meaning I need to make sure that the gigs that he attends is there. You understand? The people that we talk to, conversate with, or monetize it basically. I always say, as a marketing professional, this is my marketing professional side talking, you need to tailor make your offering. You need to know if I'm a piano artist, sharp, go to gigs and events and venues that will cater to that. Your crowd needs to cater to that as well. And if you're a hip-hop artist, same as well.
So stick to it.
Stick to it and take yourself. Remember in the first episode, I said that you need to take yourself seriously if you want to make it out there. Take yourself seriously and the next person will take you seriously. No, but 100%. And this is the call out for artists and people in the creative industry to say, guys, stick to your craft. Stick to your craft, be that image. If she's a marketing professional, she's got this and this and this and that under her belt, they need to know you as such. With him as well, it needs to be that. With you as well, with Isaac as well. You know, if it's free state entertainment and current affairs, that's what it needs to be. Again.
And for you, what is your challenges as a hip hop artist that you've seen? Couple that you go through.
I think she already mentioned a few, like artist safety, like finances. As an artist, as an independent artist, you have to go hard. Like always, you handle everything, and to come and realize for some of the things are kind of unnecessary energy to be or within an artist, because now what I need to do as an artist is to become creative and do good music, hit studio, sometimes I don't have time to market myself, get gigs myself, and finances you have to open there, because even if you can be independent, you don't do others, you just need to record, but sometimes you're gonna be, you don't have again studio time money, you can't buy studio, you can't buy beats, you can't buy simple cover art. That's some of the struggles you face.
So it's a kind of a challenge. So
like you say, as I'm saying, it's the part of you recording and having a song and having it released without marketing side or whatever. As an artist in J, it requires that setting of finance, and just booking, having a craft itself, maybe not buying cover art or something, just having a song. You need to book a studio. So it's like two things you have to go through before you saying I'm having a craft. I have a craft with me. See.
So like when you don't have a manager or anything, it becomes hard.
It becomes harder, bro. Trust me. Trust me, bro. I don't know if you can have that lot of money where you can always be pulling out strings. And I don't think it can work sometimes for a career growth, always pulling strings. You know, it has to be authentic. You know, which is authentic. You need a manager. You need, you know, somebody can do other jobs while you're doing this. Somebody can do this. You see. Yeah.
Upcoming artist. Sorry, hey, it will Jaffa. So like,
I literally just transitioned into a guest artist. Because you're the questions already. What was I now?
like for like upcoming artists, name. What do you think are the things like they should do for them to first get a manager or an agent? I don't know. Is it a manager or a agent?
A manager.
A manager. What should they do, and how big should they invest in themselves and their brand?
For me, I would. It boils down to just showing up. As an artist manager, like my what I always say is that you need to show up. You can't be shy.
True.
You can't be shy and say, oh no, this. You must be willing to say, okay, dude, let's go. There's a meeting, show up.
Yeah.
Nah, we need to convince this person, okay, you're worthwhile. You understand? Who leave every time and say, hey, I need you to be hungry for it as well as an artist. You understand? And I believe once you become hungry for it, you won't even feel like you're working hard. It becomes natural. You'll just tell yourself, okay, I'm going to show up. There's an event. I'm going to show up. One thing I love about Spoja, you mentioned Spoja, beautiful individual, right? He showed up. He was determined about his craft. He is who he is. You understand? And that's why he is where he is right now. You know, I've worked with him for years now. Like, we go way back.
Yeah.
Way back. Those who know will know. Those who know will know. I've always been that cheerleader. Be like, hey, yo, dude, let's do this. If there's something we're not sure about, I'm not shy to say, dude, Monana, I get sure, Marie, let's do our groundwork.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not the individual to say, no, this is that. No.
Points. Gotcha.
Okay.
Music, it has to be like
Make use of what you have.
talent, your creativity.
Make use of what you have. Look, you're a hip hop artist, right?
Yes, sir.
Go on your social media platforms and see which platform will work out for you. Once upon a time, Instagram was the go-to platform, but now it's just, mundane. It's just, and then Facebook is also another platform that you can go to. TikTok is thriving at the moment for promoting songs. I would say from my observation, if you want to promote any song, go to TikTok. Get the people hyped up, make it viral, and then you can feed it onto the other social media platforms so that people can be like, oh cool, this is happening.
Right about TikTok.
Yeah.
Right about TikTok.
So that is just the one element. I don't want to give out a lot because they need to consult with me after all. They need to consult with me.
That fee, guys.
Yeah, so that is just the one free element that I can give you.
But you going to manage me anyway.
Yeah.
Love it, man. So tell us, man, like recently you released a single.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about it. And tell us which event have you ever performed in, like the biggest event or got you like yo.
It's always your start. This all day, right?
Yeah. Or start with the song.
Yeah. And then we'll move to the gigs.
The song
Okay.
it's more story.
Okay.
All right, let's
Okay,
go to the
event was just, you
event.
see, like, as an upcoming artist, especially as a local artist, you know, when you know, like, I never get to choose a platform. A platform for me was a platform, you know. Either I got booked or I financed it myself, you know, because that's how it was in independent. We don't have managers. Sometimes you just need to slide into somebody's DM. Hot man, event if it has
100%.
can you know help a nigga out? Okay, go like it over and you know you have to mean that, because if mutual consider eventing, then you disappoint them, you're not on time, but you don't deliver what you say. It's a problem. So I never got to have like, I can't say the big gigs as such, or the luncheons. I don't know, you know, the luncheon.
Yeah.
Who's again?
Who?
The luncheon. Hotman Lil.
I get it. There's DJ Samuel. There's Bacon. There's a couple
It
of.
would be too bad if I can't mention his name, but it's just I appreciate him, and I really appreciate what he did for me. That the luncheon was a good event. You know?
Where was it held?
Was it at the top of, you see, back in there's like, where is Atlas? You see Atlas?
Okay.
It's a building.
Woodlands.
It's a woodlands.
Yeah.
So yeah, Hotman Loke now who plugged me the luncheon that came off, and I didn't want any money or something. I just wanted a platform, because Kibono for it event, it was a daytime event about it's a foodie event.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
foodie event. So like, Hotman, you can pull up. So that was the event, the luncheon, and night call. It was hosted by Bacon, you know Bacon.
Yeah, Bacon.
Yeah, Bona never hosted a night call. I was at the night call, you know. And shout out to
We
them.
see you.
And that was a real plug right there, because I was like, hey, that night call, man, was still busy. You know, because I did
Recognition,
recognition that time Kibona was dope. Because I had a single, Halalita was pumping that time. Most of the people right there, and they will enjoy hearing it later. And most especially like a performer, you throw me on stage like performer Halalita. It's like Halale. I once performed it. I was staging which one Sabotage when I hosted the King. Before it was Sukasa.
Yeah.
Flash.
Yeah.
No, Sabotage was hosting Chokanda King. It's kind of the.
It was a hip hop. It was a hip hop.
Every Thursdays, I think. So that time I performed the was staging. I heard some guys were performing staging. He's like, so that's how good I am at performing.
Nice.
You see, I'm a good performer. Plus, I did dramatic art school, so stage is my thing.
Nice.
Yeah. Stage is my thing. I did dramatic art. You know, I don't have stage fright. Not at all.
Nice.
You know, maybe I could say sometimes I'm better, but I'm better for a second. But I'm like, let's go.
Yeah.
You know,
I think what is the right thing to do, ne? When we close off, ne? We're going to give you the spotlight.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think we should.
As a sign out to our
We're gonna play my song.
yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I know what you guys, but it's okay. Anything you guys require from me, I can do it. I'm an artist, you feel. So like I did that last event and the luncheon and other local styles. Stevenson and who started about into the Rock FM last time. I about Stevenson. He was that event and it was still. So I actually attended most of like I can count them. Most of local events I've hosted, I've attended them. You know, I've performed them. You know, I can't mention like MSB. You know. I've never performed at Machawi in Summer Blue, and I want to perform so bad. They don't know what I have. You see?
Yeah, I was about to say.
What I have, bro, what I can bring, I get a stage in there. Most of people want to, but I don't want to lie. You know,
Guys,
like,
Look, to the viewers,
Yeah.
it's your duty, your task.
Yeah.
I'm giving that to you guys. Once this goes live, please mention him.
Mention me.
Please. Swaggerlegrind.
Because wow, bro, yo, this.
Yeah.
So like, so I tried submitting my songs for at Good Living there for getting open mic. But now they don't know what I got. Good Living, I say what I got. If they can bring me
Good
that,
living.
dude.
Good living.
So I'm actually a good performer. I've performed most of like a couple of local events all around. You know, I've never went outside Volcom, you know, but I still believe I can still do good. Like to eat outside Volcom. Hence I'm saying I'm a good performer.
Nice.
Yes,
Dope, definitely.
Already music video.
I know, not really, not an official music video. It's like the video told you shoot out my phone, you know, you edit, you put on YouTube. I have a lot of those. And look, I'm the clips coming from the events that I attended, and you know.
Oh, I love it.
Dope.
Yeah, so let's dive into it, man. Kabona, you released Rastrata. Rastrata.
When I sergeant cheese, it's okay. When I sergeant cheese, I mean, who pay your bills if you ain't making cheese? God.
No, he's going to sign us out with that one. Yeah, no, I love it. And it's going to be relevant considering the summertime is coming.
Bro. That's relevant. The cheese, yo. It's cheese, bro. It's about, Astrata is about, give me to that man. He's a character. It's an alter ego kind of character, but reimagined. Which is like consciously me as Rastrata. It's like me, somebody who hustles hard. That guy doesn't have time for anything else but hustling his prosperity. But guess what? You never see him That man, when you see him on the street, he's doing something. What kind?
I love it.
You get it.
I love it.
You what grind, you know, where the poker stain, you know, first day entertainment poker, you know. Yeah, that's Rastrata right there. You never see him in the streets. He doesn't hate anybody. You know, he's always winning. He's about cheese. You know, even if Arsenal's banned, he will have money. That doesn't mean Rastrata if doesn't work, he get cheese. You know, so the inspiration about Rastrata was like last time Nick Jota choose what if like, hey. This shit has to be a challenge on Sam. I'm not flexing your money. What you have? You know.
I'm gonna flex my outfit.
Even if it's $10, you flex your jewelry.
What inspired your
outfit? You know, what inspired your outfit? You know, that's Rastrata concept. You flex everything that you have, you know, and people has to appreciate that, your achievement, you know.
Yeah.
Even if it's $10, bro, Rastrata, you have something, you're doing something with your life. You have a poker still running. Rastrata, you have doing something you're doing with your life.
I love it.
Me too, man.
Rastrata, that's why you always gotta get that cheese. How long you feel?
Yeah, that's dope, man. Yeah, and I'm sure you're going to spit a few lines. Who play the feel like yeah, because I'm vibing. The story behind it is beautiful, man.
Have a story.
Yes.
Now it's gonna make more sense. One of the questions I wanted to ask you: for someone in the ring, Swaggerlegrind. Music, wow, which track? Come director, man, listen to this one before to read.
Right. I feel why does it feel like Rastrata can take a spot? Now, I don't know why is it relevant now because Swaggerlegrind being there. It's been there. But
and you've released.
I've released.
Yeah, it's out.
I've Halalita, I have Malisa holding the coach, I have an EP, Late Night Back in Tembo, RIP, TPT, which was like my friend who passed away, who committed suicide, then he passed away. You know, that song RIP TPT is on the EP, Late Night Rap, Boyona Halalita, Ida, you know. So, but I feel like if somebody can ask me for Swaggerlegrind, I think I can, Fortunately, I have that Rastrata now, and you just got the question. I would say Rastrata, bro.
Go for
Because
The
if
restaurant.
I feel like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have plenty of music on my SoundCloud, Audio Mac. Before I started releasing up my distributors, but my the iTunes, Spotify's, I was already uploading my music, but my the Audio Mac, the SoundCloud.
I love it. I love it.
There's plenty of music down.
I love it.
For somebody to get to know, for Swaggerlegrind, let's go for Rastrata already. Because Mona, if I ever share, the previous music was always about how I feel, I'll drop Hala later for I feel like, hey, I got a lot of haters, something like that. Hala late, got my straps out, Hala late, see me later, hater, don't you say, But with Rastrata, I think I've tried to conceptualize within my recent growth straight up, and which is like more solid reflection of Swaggerlegrind.
Yeah.
Swaggerlegrind is somebody who hustles, who came from nothing, who has to be something, I've never known how to depend on the parents, except for like while I was still with my father and my stepmother in primary school. But beside that, I've known to depend on myself. Even my family, I have a reckless family, bro. To be honest, when you're like a black sheep in the family, it kind of looks like you're the only one who's on the right path of making things right or something like that. So I'm all the rest, man. They're always drinking. They don't care about anything. They ain't got time. I get arrested. Maybe I'll get a bail. They won't even pay. They continue their lives. We don't afford that. You come, you come back. You find them on the same situation.
But I love that you're not defined by your circumstance.
Never. I've never.
You're not defined by it.
Nothing like a Swaggerlegrind, either in town or wherever. You swear to God for hey, maybe Mzala, hey, it's like,
And you chill, bro.
Hey, I'm chill, bro. That's my money. I'm a very pure person and a loving person.
So we're gonna wrap up now. I just wanna ask you, who do you still wanna, before we're gonna close, do you wanna ask him anything?
No, I'm good. You basically covered everything, hey? You did.
Alright. So before we close, 2 questions about your collaborator. Who do you still wanna collaborate with? Over like, yo.
I'm a start off local,
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to my like Kaya Dumako, yeah. Kaya Dumako. Kaya Dum, yeah.
Okay.
I think he's not associated with my Ghost Andy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ghost
And
Andy.
I think you mentioned
Spoken
Fana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
The funny thing is like Ghost used to watch me before.
What did dreadlocks?
Yeah, Spoken Fana.
Oh, I know Giri Kaya.
Oh yeah, Kaya or the dreadlocks.
Oh yeah,
I think I used to work with them niggas. Plus, their style is okay. It's I to collaborate with. It can bring something different. Or when I was too,
I love it.
Still they are local niggas. They know even though maybe they also company, but finna at least collabo, but with ideas. Now I love collaborating only if I have an idea.
Right.
Strictly about your thingy. Strictly about your idea or your style. Then we can collaborate.
Okay.
But I think mainstreamly so, Boma MT finna collaborate with MT.
Hustler.
Casper, Nasty. I said MT,
Yeah.
Casper,
Nasty.
the Nasty.
Yo.
Still wanna collaborate with
I
them.
love
Yeah,
that.
only if I can make it happen with MT and 25K. 25K. Well, yeah, those 4. If I can get those collabs, then I'm
Manifest it,
yeah.
and it shall come to pass.
It's already in. Like it, yeah.
Yeah.
Surprised I reach out, Casper.
Hey yo,
You never know.
the movement is happening. Yeah.
It's happening. It's live.
All right,
Yeah.
and then your top 5 Kasi rappers,
Top 5.
not Mzansi, but local.
Local,
Yeah. Yeah,
our
Free
municipality.
State. Yeah, Free State.
Okay, 2.1. 2.1. Stino Cheney.
Who?
Stino, let's see.
Stino Cheney. Yeah. Stino
Oh,
Cheney.
those two.
Yeah, those two.
The duo, yeah.
Yeah, the duo. Yeah, the duo with boys. When they say the duo with boys, and I say them, and okay, I say 2.0.
Yeah, those the top two, you know.
Top
five. Top
Why you
five.
giving me that? Come on.
No pressure.
Okay.
No pressure.
I say 2.1 and Stino Cheney and what is? Okay. Jeez. Yeah, not really sure.
Not really sure.
Yeah, not really sure about extra three, but I think
For now we got two.
yeah,
Okay.
for now we got two.
We got
They can
two.
lead the rest. They can lead the rest. We actually have the most best,
Yeah, and we
artists
do share.
in
We
our,
do share.
place.
We
We
do.
do not
We
no
do
lie,
recognize you
although-
guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
If ever I have to really get for you, really,
Come on,
come
yeah.
on, man,
And you know what's
I'll bring
funny,
out
eh?
the list. I'll bring out the
But the
list.
one after the podcast, what I was gonna pull out. Oh, let me.
Exactly, bro,
Yeah.
It always happens like that. It always happens like that.
Notice you guys.
Yeah.
Man, thank you so much, man, for coming to the podcast. We appreciate you, and we know, like, I mean, that's how you know,
Yes,
like
sir.
the fact that you're doing interviews, it's like a start.
Yeah.
Touching it up and see, there's like, okay, God has opened the door for me. I just
for
gotta
sure.
put the work in, you
In the
know.
way.
And tell us any last words you'd like to tell your fans, the viewers.
Yeah. You see, last thing I would just love to say, it's, whatever you're going through in life, I will just keep up, keep doing you, keep focusing, achieving your goals. Whatever you wanna go to, just go there. Whatever you wanna get, just go get it. And most of all, support your folks, support your brothers, your friends, whoever who's around you. Because you never know what somebody's going through in life.
When days are dark, you don't have to worry. Chahiwa Farms brings you livestock funeral cover. At Chahiwa Farms, we understand the importance of honoring loved ones and supporting families during difficult times. Our livestock funeral cover package blend cultural tradition with practical assistance, offering livestock and groceries to help families host dignified funerals without financial strain. Our packages ranges from option 1 to option 4 for as little as 60 Rand up to 430 Rand. It is fast, reliable, respectful. For more details, contact us at 063 913 9197 or you can email us at admin@chahiwa.com. Honoring tradition, supporting families.